Good morning, you guys, it's Karen, and I'm here to talk about the Belei skincare, which is an Amazon own brand skincare. Really interesting, some really good prices. And yeah, there's some products that are really good and there's some that don't look so good. I was originally going to go through every single product that was on Amazon, but I suddenly realized how long the list was. And also there's a lot of products outside of the UK that seem to be available from what I can see on Instagram that are not available in the UK. So for example, we don't seem to have a vitamin C serum and we don't seem to have a retinol serum, but I have seen pictures of those on Instagram. So I think the best thing to do is for me to tell you what I think of the two products that I did buy, and then I will tell you about some of the ones that I listed and where my concerns would be with this range. And you can have a look and find out what's available on your Amazon, and the ingredients are there. So that's really good. You can see what the ingredients are. So let me first talk about this. This is the No Rinse Micellar Water for normal skin. So you guys know I love a micellar water. I use it basically as a toner after I've taken my makeup off in whatever way, either whether I've used a cleanser in the shower or whether I have used a makeup remover. I use this just as a final kind of taking everything off. This was £4.71 and this is 200 ml. So that is a really good price. That is actually even slightly less than what I pay for the 200 ml. Oh no, actually it's bigger. I was going to say my favourite micellar water is the Be Pure by Superdrug, and that I think is £4.99, but thinking about it, it's a big 400 ml bottle. But it's still a really good price. I had a brief look at the ingredients when I ordered these products, but perhaps not as thoroughly as I should have, because this one does have perfume in it. However, it is, where is it on the list? Number 9 on the list. And I looked that up after I used it and thought, oh, hold on, there's a little bit of a fragrance there. Even though it smells like cucumber, I can smell a light fragrance. So I had a look and it's number 9 on the list. There's added fragrance and then there's a cucumber extract, if you like, in here. So it smells to me a little bit like cucumber, but you can tell that some of it is synthetic. But I have to say, I really enjoy the scent of this. It's so light that I don't think it's something that will be irritating unless you have really sensitive skin, you know, and it's not super high up the list. It's not overpowering. And so actually, I know you might be surprised for me to say I do prefer skincare without fragrance, but I do really like this. It just makes the whole experience a bit more luxurious. Because you guys know I like the Yester Cucumbers micellar water as well. So I like that aspect of it. You can see I have used quite a bit. I've been using it for quite a few days and I love it. Really love it. And I think I'm definitely going to repurchase some of these. So that one's a winner for me. The next one is interesting because I bought this, again, without really reading much about it. And it says Fresh Complexion Face Peel. And this was £6.30. So again, a really good price. So £10 for those two, for these two skincares. The first thing I do when I get products is I see what they're like. And so I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. I didn't expect a peel to be like that. Put it on my hand. And then I was like, okay, this is a scrub. This is not a peel at all. I don't know why they're calling it a peel. To me, a peel is something that you put on. I suppose you put this on and wash it off, but it's something that's got acids in it, to like the AHA peel from The Ordinary, you know, that to me is a peel, and that's what I thought I was getting. So at first I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this because I don't generally use physical exfoliators. But of course I've ordered it. I thought I will give it a try anyway. And I do really like this as well. What I used it on was my neck to prepare my skin for putting a self-tan on. And I have also tried it on my face. And the really weird thing is, well, it's not weird, but you can feel it much more on your face. On my neck, if I just used it on my neck, it feels so gentle that it doesn't feel like it's doing anything. But on the face, it feels about the right amount of exfoliation. You know, it's not harsh. You just feel like there's a little bit of something in there to sort of brighten up your skin. You know, take off really any grime that's there. Give you a deep cleanse, if you like. So it just shows you that your face is much more sensitive than your neck, but I was surprised at the difference, you know. But I really like it. It's got a bit of substance to it, you know. Like I said, it does feel like you are giving your face a deep clean, but it isn't going to leave it sore. It isn't going to I can't say it isn't going to strip it, because I know there's people that really don't agree with physical exfoliators, but I have really enjoyed that. That's actually doing that. It is doing that peel thing. That's me using it on top of, what did I put on there? Vitamin C's I had on there. And that's like made all the product come off. But yeah, I did really enjoy that. And I am going to continue to use this. Whether or not I'd repurchase, I don't know. We'll see how I feel when I get to the end of it. So those are the only two products I bought. It is a cruelty-free range, by the way, which is, you know, super exciting as well for me. The other products that I've listed, there are some that I would say, yes, I would recommend, and some that I put a kind of cross next to. So I'll quickly go through them. There's a clarifying toner that has some peptides and some aloe in it. It's £5.72. Doesn't have any perfume in it. I would say that's absolutely fine. There's a lot of eye masks and sheet masks. If you choose one of the eye masks, you'll see there's about 8 different types. And then if you choose a sheet mask, again, there's about 8 different types. And they are a lot more expensive. The eye masks are £12.20. And you get 6, I think. So I suppose that's not that expensive, but for the sheet mask, it's £20 for 10. But having a look at the eye masks, they have perfume in them, some of them, not every single one, because like I said, there's various different types. There's like a brightening or an anti-aging, you know. And so if you're going to buy the eye masks, I would say have a close look at the ingredients to make sure there isn't perfume in it. It'll be listed as perfume or parfum. I would also avoid citronelle and limonene and things like that if you're putting something on your eyes. I mean, I wouldn't put that on my face, but you definitely don't want it on your eyes. And the same with the sheet mask. And in fact, a couple of the sheet masks had alcohol in, alcohol and perfume. So I just think that that's not something to be putting in a mask where you're going to leave it on your skin. So for me, I wouldn't recommend any of the masks. There's a dark circle eye cream and there's an ultra sensitive eye cream. They're both £18. I wouldn't buy an eye cream. I'm trying to use up the Inky List one I've got, and I've got another one I think from Kiko, but eye cream is not something that's ever been that important to me. And even ones that I've loved, like I used to love the Bobbi Brown one, I'd forget to use it, or I'd get like milia around my eyes. And so, yeah, I'm not that into eye creams, but the ingredients in those products, those 2 eye creams, were fine. You know, there was no perfume, there was no alcohol. I'm just not sure how much they would do. There's an ultralight moisturizing gel, which looks nice. That's £8.71. There is perfume and alcohol in that, but it's at about 20 to 30 in the ingredients list. So there's a lot of ingredients in there, but that one looks fine. There's an anti-aging serum that is £20. And there are some peptides in there, but they're not until about number 20 on the ingredient list. So I kind of question the percentage there. There's a night moisturizer in a pump. That's the only other thing that I looked at and thought, yeah, I wouldn't mind trying that. It's £16. So I might well try that in the future. There's a detox one that I wouldn't use, and there's this night moisturizer, and it's in a pump bottle as opposed to a jar. The night detox is in a jar, and £16 I think is not too bad. So that's when I stopped writing, because that is product number 13. And like I said, there's a lot, and also a lot more and a lot different ones depending on where you are. The prices vary greatly from cleansers and toners to creams. So, you know, the cleansers and toners to me seem to be the best value for money. And, you know, like the 2 that I've got, the exfoliator and the Micellar Water, but also they've got things like a cleansing foam and things like that. They are the ones that are all, you know, under £10 and look really, really good. And the toners. But the moisturizers and the serums, etc., have an awful lot of ingredients in. Like I said, some of them have perfume and alcohol in, and they are at a higher price point. You know, they're more around the £20 mark. I did have a look at the ingredients in the retinol serum and 2 vitamin C serums. There's one with hyaluronic acid and one that's just, I think it's called a vitamin C fragrance free. And both the vitamin C's are derivatives, so they are sodium ascorbyl phosphate. And the retinol is not a derivative. It does have actual retinol in it by the look of it, but it's a way down, again, about 20 on the ingredients list. So I don't feel like we are particularly missing out in the UK, although I do think people seem to have been enjoying them. The reviews on Amazon are certainly very complimentary. So this is one of those that I do recommend. It's worth a look, I would say. have a look, see what's there, see what appeals to you, but just make sure you check the ingredients. Let us know if you've bought anything and tried anything and what you think, and is there anything you'd recommend? That would be really useful. That's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave everything that I'm wearing in the description, and I will speak to you again soon.